What up? What up? What up? Welcome to another episode of the No Filter podcast. We back, we back to burn, as we say, or like Drake said, he said he got money to burn. So, um, yo, y'all know me, man. It's the one and only Carl, aka Kaz for short, because that's what most people refer to me as. And I'm the guy. I'm some guy from Massachusetts. That part. And to my right.
My name is Rakeem Strickland, your co-host of the No Filter podcast. I'm the organizer of the Family and Friends Living Healthy Summer Saturday Morning Walking Group.
Yo, can I ask you a question?
What?
Unrelated to what we're going to talk about today.
What's that? What you want to, what?
Family and friends living healthy.
Mhm.
You think anybody's living healthy these days?
Yeah, they can. Yeah, they are. Well, at least we know we are. Yeah.
Right.
You want to make sure the whole community around us is living healthy. And more information about the upcoming season will be given out real soon. So stay tuned for that.
You might see me maybe at a walk or two with my shirt off. Maybe I don't know yet. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Yo, man. We back to burn, man. Last time we was here inside the studio, we were talking about the we talked about a lot of things that day, yo. It was crazy a couple weeks ago. But just to give you a quick recap, for those who don't know, we were talking about the state of DJing. We were talking about being uh uh how did you say it was?
Musically asleep.
Yeah. And then exposure for the different types of music, man. Or just having an open mind to good music, man. So um you want to pick up where we left off, or you want to?
You can restart on where we picked off about being musically asleep because we were talking real good.
I don't even remember. I don't even remember what the last few words we said, yo.
You were talking about the last few words we discussed. You're talking about "Take Me Out."
First
Yeah,
Ferdinand. Oh man. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Nah, man. Like I said on the last episode for a couple weeks ago, man. You know, going to school on the bus back then, man, was so prevalent, and you know, um, we were kids. I was a kid then, hearing all this crazy rock music and or pop music, and for what it was back then. It was hot, but I didn't know what it was. You know, so
you didn't know the genre or what it was, or you just didn't. You didn't have enough exposure at the time.
honestly, I think it was a mixture of both. I'm not even going front, bro. I think it was a mixture of both. Like, I didn't know what the genre was. I didn't know, like, I didn't have that full exposure, if you will, so to speak. And even like because again, like I said, at least for me growing up, all we heard was the typical stuff.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
the when you go to grandma's and nana's house, you hear the soulful music, you hear the funk and soul, you hear the R&B, or you hear the disco, or you may hear some, but it ain't hardcore,
yeah,
rap
yeah.
for what it was back then. But
You heard
you know,
light.
light,
Yeah,
super light, like super light, like not super bass, but super light.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
So that's what it was for me back then. But I really and truly think that, I don't know, man, even being around other, kids and peers at the time who like different sorts of music too, I guess in a way that was also a way
Yeah,
for.
you could say us at our space,
Yeah,
our
yeah,
place
yeah.
as well.
Not even just that. I'm talking about like school,
Uh-huh.
or when, in our case we went to the weekends over at the
Yeah,
school in
yeah,
Watertown. I'm just gonna,
convicts.
yeah, okay, he said it. He said
Yeah,
it. I was gonna leave them, remain nameless, but it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Shout out to Perkins. But yes, even for them, man, like
mhm.
they didn't listen to a lot of hip hop and R&B. Back then, like I said, it was like pop and
Wow.
rock. You know,
Maybe some country mixed
right,
in.
right, right. Right. So, um,
Yeah, yeah, out in Watertown, that was a good experience for us. Um, you can say for both of us, cause I attended Perkins as well for, a few years. I was exposed to different genres as well. Wow, yeah, even different, songs and artists, and that probably subconsciously put those songs in the back of our mind,
right.
and we can get them at any time.
Yep.
Back then we wasn't really
We didn't know,
yeah, we didn't know the library didn't know musically.
or better yet, we didn't have the tools to build the library back then.
Right,
That part.
right.
So, but yeah, man, shout outs to everybody, man, who likes good music. Shout outs to everybody who just enjoys um great music, man. A friend of mine asked me last night, um, what was it? That they was asking me about like the music that's out today. You know, everybody says that they not really feeling the music that's out today. And rightfully so.
Well, I'll hold on to that. Yeah, I've been noticing that too. I've been hearing, be looking up stuff. They remember, they said that about our parents' music. Your grandparents said that about your parents. Their grandparents said that about their grandparents. So I don't buy into that
Really?
at all.
Talk a little more about it. That's interesting.
Yeah, because I guess because different decades, different generations. I feel like it's nostalgic driven when they was younger and
Mm.
they never caught up, or they haven't.
Usher
I
caught up?
I would say they
Hmm.
haven't caught up. They would hear a little bit. That's for all genres of music.
Mm.
That's for all time. Like those that were growing up in the '90s, those that grew up in the '70s and '60s probably didn't understand. And those that were growing up in the '60s when rock was in its infant stages, they didn't know what it was.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah. I wish. Well, you know what? I think I get what you're saying in that regard too, bro. Because the music back then, I mean, it was a different type of that was a different type of beast back
yeah,
then,
genre.
man. And I feel like today, man, like there is no music with messages in them.
Right.
We have a lot of noise and a lot of turn up stuff and a lot of club this and club that and blah 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 and this that and the third, man. And at the end of the day, if we take the
There has to be a balance. Well, and I mean musically. I mean,
see, for me, I don't know about all that, man,
because
because
in the line, but you like some of this stuff too, Lee.
I do, right? What stuff you talking about?
I mean, in the musical lot and our library,
What stuff you talking about?
I'll say from all decades, I'll say less this decade. You said
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, man. I just wish that the music would have more messages in it, man. I really think that a lot of people are missing that. They're missing what it means to hear a song and that song have messages in it, man. You know, I remember maybe like a couple years ago.
What?
This is right around the verses
Okay, you talking
when
about 2020?
yeah, like when the verses was a big thing, and we're going to touch on that tonight too because
Mhm.
I was
Oh,
thinking about
you can.
something.
Okay, what's that?
But let me finish my thought. I seen a post on Facebook where they was like, oh, somebody was like, there's only one king of R&B, and they would be like Tank or Chris Brown or Jacquees, and it's like, yo, there's no king of R&B.
There's okay in any genres at all. Everybody's different, and everybody's musical taste is subjective from the same genre over to the next, even within the same genre. Somebody might say, you see, oh, um, some will say Janet Jackson is their favorite, or Whitney Houston. It can vary between two different people. You know what I mean?
Could you imagine a versus battle between Janet Jackson and Whitney? Could you see that? Just think about that for a second. Like, if Whitney was still around and she was making music the way that she was, I think before, what was that, her last album?
Yeah.
And picture Janet Jackson.
There you go. Okay.
I got a crush on Janet. Janet, you could be my. I mean, this is the No Filter podcast, right? So I mean, almost every guy at some point has had a crush on Janet in some way, shape, or form. So I mean, look, when she dropped, what was that joint? Is it Nasty?
Yeah. 1986.
This guy, he want to start going into specific years. But that was 86?
Yeah.
Was it 86, 87?
86.
86? She could definitely be my.
Okay. Okay. The same with what other genres? Okay, go on. You were talking about the verses.
Yeah, I don't agree with this whole title thing, man. That was my point. My point was I don't agree with the whole king of this, queen of that.
Prince of this.
Yeah, like I don't agree with that, man.
Exactly.
Even for like pop, and I know you know where I'm about to go with this because it's
Pop
obvious.
has a lot. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like everybody refers to Michael as the king of pop. I don't know. Do we make an exception for pop music? Do we give that a pass?
Me. They said we give it a pass.
Do we give it a pass?
You mean in regards to naming somebody?
Yeah.
I mean that's probably the press doing that, and I feel like to the common listener, different within the same genre, you can like different artists at the same time, or even in rock, you have the same thing. Yeah.
Dope, man. Dope. I just wish that
What?
you keep wanting to talk about our library, man. That's the second time in 2 weeks that you done brought that up.
This is relevant now. We were talking about different genres.
Talk about it. Give them something to talk about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I just wish that people would open up their minds, man, like they open up their mouths. You know what I mean? And that's real talk. You know what I mean? So I think personally too, the reason why a lot of the music that's out today, going back to what I was initially talking about before we get to the other stuff too,
Yeah.
is because social media has really impeded on a lot of damn near everything.
Okay. Yeah, you're right about that.
You know,
Yeah.
it's made a huge impediment.
Like they only we call TikTok songs. I guess
Yeah, that's a thing. Yeah,
yeah, specifically. Yeah. Yeah, that's a real thing.
I want to make a TikTok. Actually, you know what? Let me know. Because now we're going into what I want to do, and we save that for another platform. But yo, man, I think TikTok is making it really difficult for people to enjoy good music again. I think that Facebook and Instagram, I think once you get to a point where you're so consumed with views and likes and numbers that
That's when you get lost.
you get lost in the sauce. I'm sorry, you get lost in a storm, like Chubb Rock said, and you no longer focus on your true passion.
Yeah.
You because you're so consumed with I want to make sure this got numbers. I want to make sure that got numbers. When in fact it is about what it really needs to be about, which is making sure that people understand the message in your music.
Yeah.
You know, and that goes for any artist.
And for any genre, what? You alarm pause. What?
Yeah. I mean, there's no lies to any genre. So yeah, man. Just make sure that you try not to get too consumed with the numbers and views, man, and make sure that you have a clear vision is the right word. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. You gotta have that clear vision and make sure that you stay focused. Make sure that you give the people what they want. That's what it is, man.
That's right.
That's what it's all about. But going back to this versus thing though, Um, I think also too, if we're talking about different genres of music too, because that within itself, yes, it was during. First of all,
Mm-hmm.
if you haven't been keeping up with what's been going on over the last 6 years, you need to go and
Research.
yeah, that
Mm-hmm.
part. First of all, let's just start there, right? Secondly, the verses battle, and I'm gonna go into a little bit of detail because there are probably some people who don't know
Yeah, you can. You can
what
do that.
was going on. All right,
And it's the
so
thing. They only keep that the one genre. Where's everybody else?
mm, mm,
What?
good question. Good question. So with the verses battle, initially, from what I can remember, it was supposed to be between Timbaland and Swiss Beats,
Like two producers.
two producers, two mega
Mm-hmm.
producers at that.
Mm-hmm.
And yo, I'm gonna keep it all the way funky.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fan of both of these dudes for
Right.
different reasons.
Right.
And me personally, man, like when I started hearing the whole versus thing become a thing, I'm like, nah, man, this ain't gonna last long. And I can admit I'm wrong. I was wrong about that because here we are 6 years later, and then you got people still trying to compare the two, and then just trying to make verses that don't even make sense. Oh yeah, bro, it gets really real.
Oh yeah.
It gets really real. So
Feel like that won't even make sense on the musical side
that's what I'm saying.
within the same genre.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
You
Or
know,
like catering to different listeners.
you know. So I don't remember who won the Swiss versus Timbaland versus battle. I don't remember who won, but I'm gonna tell you who did win, which is the people.
Yeah.
The people. They what? Because if you love good music, you're not worried about who produced what, who's better than who.
Mm-hmm. That's
You
of any genre.
right. You're worried as long as they produced, they battled each other, everybody had fun. I don't remember how long that battle lasted, but I'm gonna tell you,
Yeah, friendly competition.
ever since that versus battle happened, we've had so many ridiculous versus battles. There was one recently, I can't remember. I seen on Facebook somebody was talking about doing they wanted to do Mariah Carey versus Mary.
Okay.
I think it was Janet versus Mary,
Okay, that's
Beyonce versus Mary. At one point there was and within the versus battle, there was Keisha Cole versus Ashanti, if I'm not mistaken.
okay.
In the reggae culture, we had Bounty Killer
Okay.
versus Beanie Man,
Oh, yeah.
not Beanie Man.
Mm.
For all my English speaking folks, you gotta say it right. What's some swag? Beanie Man and sing them. You know, Beanie Man. And the girls them sugar. And Castrotus is the overweight lover in the house. Hey, I'm just saying,
Okay.
baby.
Everything.
So, you can clearly see why those versus battles have been happening. They're, in my humble opinion, they're not happening for it to be the battle. I believe that they're happening because
Or like expose a new listener to their body of work.
you can do that, but I don't think that's what they're aiming for. I think they're aiming for, let's just get two big people who we think that can match up. Like, bro, they wanted Chris Brown and Trey Songz to go against each other.
Mm.
So you were just talking about in the same genre.
Yeah, R&B.
Right. You want to, but that's the thing. You've already had an R&B battle. You've already had well,
What? What are you about to say?
producer battle.
Yeah.
You know, we've already had the reggae battles. Um, you know, and technically speaking, right? Because I'm about to drop some history on y'all,
What you about to drop?
right? We've been versus since the beginning of hip hop.
Right.
Kumo D versus Busy B. Um, BDP
Mm-hmm.
versus who was it?
Yeah.
MC Shan. Mike,
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
guy. That's what I'm
Yeah.
talking
Yeah.
about, bro.
Yeah.
Juice Crew versus who was that? Can't think of the other crew right now. Um, but that's just in hip hop.
Yeah.
Now imagine a lot of people wouldn't even know this, but again, like I said on the episode a couple weeks ago, if you tuned in, just do yourself a solid and go tap into
Yeah.
that March 16th episode
Yeah.
because
Go back and listen.
there's a very knowledgeable amount of information on there that you don't want
Yeah.
to miss.
About DJing.
So speaking of DJing, like I said, we've been battling since then. If you go back and you watch some of the DJ battles from back then, even Boston has been in some of the DJ battles back then. So that's what's up. Boston's not my particular, home for battling. Suckers want to battle,
Bring it on.
bring it on. You know what I mean? you know. So, nah, man. Let me just say, there's some great, talented, open format DJs here in the city. But no disrespect to nobody, but we are top dog, and
Yeah.
that's it. That's
Yeah.
all.
You have to believe that in our minds. We are.
You almost got to be there to see it.
Yep. In regards to what we're putting together musically,
What he's putting together. I'm just there sipping a cherry coke.
What we can do.
Yeah, nah, it's definitely infinite, yo. So don't think that th- don't think that because they're coming up with newer ideas to keep you all entertained as because like I said, the verses in 2020, that was for the pandemic.
Yeah.
And listen to what I said. I said that was for the pandemic. Go tell Trump Kaz said what he said. Go tell what's the dude's name?
Rants.
No, the guy who RF Kennedy. Go tell him I got a vaccine for him too. Yo. You know what I mean? Hey, where's Jawan when you need him? You know what I mean? Everything has politics. Everything's political. But that's for to keep you guys entertained. You know what I'm saying? While you're stuck in a house, you ain't got nowhere to go. You got to wear a mask. This, that, and the third, man.
You work from home.
You work from home, right? And even then, and even that, bro, like that is still happening. Listen, the pandemic is not over. It's not over. They just what they're doing is they just quieting it down right now. They're just keeping it under wraps so that in the next couple of years, maybe by 2030, people can start panicking again and going crazy and buying toilet paper. Hey, listen, real quick, man. If you ever go to Stop and Shop on Cummings Highway, right?
Yeah.
And you see me in the store, make way so I can get my toilet paper first, because I want to be the first one to get all the toilet paper, yo.
Yeah.
We have no sense on this podcast. We have no sense, yo.
Yeah.
So, and check it out, right? Since we're talking about the verses, let me take it to another level real quick.
Okay, do that.
It's always been since the beginning of time, and I wish Jawan was here, because what I'm about to say, I think is actual factuals.
Okay.
It's always been us.
Yeah.
It's always been the people versus the government.
Yeah. And you're right. Yeah, you're right about that.
Let that marinate for a minute. Let that marinate in your ears. It's always been the people versus the government. And the American government, or as my revolutionary folks would say, the can government, they know they're doing wrong, but they're capitalizing on it. Capitalism is the biggest son of a gun anyone could ever think of. I wish I could say some things. You know what we need, bro? We need a uncensored no filter podcast, just so I could really trying to keep it clean. And it's not in me. It's not in me. It's not in me. You know this. No, man, but actual factuals, man. It's always been us versus the government, man. So don't think that that it's not what they're doing is new, because it's not.
Right.
So, what else you got up your sleeve, man?
What else you had? Well, that's are you checking something?
Hey, I'm gonna call you back. I'm on camera.
He receiving a call from somebody. They didn't Guess they don't know that he's currently on the air right now. It's all right. Gonna keep it flowing. Gonna keep it flowing. He's back now.
Sorry about that. Anyways, yeah. What did you say?
Oh, I said, what else he had?
I had something else.
Yeah,
Oh, you wanted to talk about our library? I guess we
yeah,
could do that real quick.
yeah.
What? What is it about this library you want to talk about, man?
Anything we can do at any time. We can switch genres, switch artists at any time. Go on. Tell them.
Yeah, man. That's see because we're at the point now where at any given second, anything can happen with us.
Yeah.
I promise you, I could wake up one day and just be like, you know what, I'm gonna practice on this for however
What?
long.
You know what? I'm gonna practice on some Bon Jovi.
Yeah, absolutely, man, because this is a prayer for the brokenhearted. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna practice on some MJ.
Beat it.
I'm gonna practice on some Madonna.
Borderline.
Practice on some Whitney Houston.
How will I know?
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay. I gotta give you a few more. Can practice on some Drake.
Best I ever had.
Okay. Gonna practice on some Rolling Stones.
Brown eyed girl.
Practice on some I'm trying to keep it in each decade that we had. Practice on some Katy Perry.
Teenage girl. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's easy. It's easy because when you get to a point where you've listened to different music over the years, after a while you start to become
Yep, your mind.
versatile. You
Yep.
become
It gets compartmentalized in your mind.
his
But
mind,
your mind too, right? But listening at Perkins, listening at the Boston Bowl, listening, in my case, at City Hall. What?
right?
Yeah.
I'm mad with City Hall right now because
Why, what they do?
nobody ain't calling me and say, hey,
What they do?
can we get a picture of you? We know you're his DJ, but
Mm.
you know, can we get a picture of you? You know, they don't have any pictures of us.
I'm listening at the Urban, English, the Murphy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is just about over 30 years worth of
Hearing music
just about
from all genres.
just about, man.
Yeah, either that or in the store. In the store.
True. This is true. This is
Yeah.
true. This is true. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So listen, man, you should never be afraid to be open minded. You should never be afraid to
Want to
play.
know? Yeah. Maroon 5.
She will be loved. You should never be afraid to play. You should never be afraid to play different things, man, because you never know. You might just need that the different music will touch your soul.
Yeah.
You know,
No matter what color listening.
right?
Get them exposed.
And then you get some guy from Massachusetts, man, to come do your party or do your event or whatever. Then
You're not going to be hearing one thing.
I don't know. Depending on how I feel that day, you might. And if, whether or not if I like you like that, you know, what I mean, that's another part that they got to deal with.
Yeah. Don't expect the status quo. That's what I say. The system. Like,
Don't disturb this groove.
Okay.
It's too easy, man. Like, listen, we can do this all night long. What do you guys want? What y'all want, man?
You want some Biggie? You can do that.
Big Papa? You know, yo, even when people go to, you know how like when people go to concerts and they see Jazzy Jeff in concert, that's a primary example too. Jazzy Jeff is awesome, awesome with the what do you call the musical selection?
Yeah.
You know, Jeff is dope. Cash Money's dope. Kid Capri's dope. All these guys, man, even some of the Boston DJs. Listen, and I promise, hopefully, on that next episode, we're gonna get some guys in here because we're gonna talk about some things. We're gonna talk the talk. I said that.
Talking about DJing.
I said that on the last podcast. We were gonna get some folks in here. They couldn't make it today, so this is why it's just us, man. But it's okay. Y'all in good hands. You with the No Filter podcast, baby. and we just talking that talk about good music, good,
Yeah,
good, 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 good music,
yeah,
good
you're
music.
in good
So
hands.
good hands, his hands. So, you got anything else you want to add, man?
I want to say, be open minded to different genres. Open minded. Oh, this summer, you want to talk about that?
The summer. What's happening this summer?
You're gonna be playing. We know that for sure. What?
I'm gonna be playing,
Yeah, you're gonna be DJing.
man. In my mind, I'm planning for a trip
Yeah,
on the no. I'm planning for a trip on the other side.
yeah, yeah,
So me playing,
yeah.
I guess it'll happen.
Yeah,
It'll
yeah.
happen.
We're gonna need you. We don't want to hear no planned.
That's what you got. That's what you got Apple Music for. People got Apple Music. They got Spotify. They got
No,
Pandora.
no, but we want
Oh,
the
you want the experience?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay. I'm gonna see what I can do, man. See what I can do.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
man.
And we can't be timid on the listener or the demographics of people that's there. You have to pull out everything.
Yo, what the hell happened between 2 weeks ago? Two weeks ago and today?
Nothing happened.
No, 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 no,
You
no, no.
said that. You said that. Wow. So those lists happen. You know.
Oh, you mean when you came over to my house the other day? See, yo, so look. To our listeners, right? I'm gonna tell you what happened the other day. I'm gonna tell you guys a story. This guy, he texted me the other day. Yo, I'm gonna be over there by like 11:30, 12 o'clock. I got something for you. Okay, fine, whatever. I don't, and like, I'm used to him saying this now. I'm used to this.
Yeah.
Future. So he gets here. He hands me these things,
3 lists.
and we look through them, and it's just full of like different stuff, like stuff on stuff and stuff. And the words of my New Yorkers, what we used to say back in the day, yada yada yada, because that was a thing back then. So, you know, and I asked him at the end of our session when we was done looking through things, I said, "What is your problem, my guy?" And all he could say to me, man, was, "I don't know. I don't know." So I say all of this to say, man, like I said earlier, you want some guy to come touch your market,
Yeah.
holla at me, man. Holla at him. Holla at us.
Uh-huh.
We are actually very sociable guys.
Mhm.
He might be. I I'm a different type of breed, but it's cool. It's cool. And we got you, man. You got anything else you want to add, or
um, want to say, be open minded. Don't be afraid. You don't need. Should I say, even when you're not thinking about it.
you're always
Yeah,
thinking?
yeah, always thinking about the music.
Always
Yeah,
must be the music.
yeah.
Always, because you know why?
What?
Music is medicine.
Right. That's the title for the night. Must be the music.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Must be the music. All right. All right. Well, what I want to say
What?
um is I think that's all I got to say
Okay.
right now.
Okay.
But as always, man, y'all checking out the No Filter podcast. We really appreciate everybody tapping in with us, man. Go check out some of the prior episodes, however you
Yeah.
can, however you get it. Do what you got to do to stalk us. I mean, read about us. Holla at us. If you want to get a walk in, holla at Rakeem. Um,
If you want a DJ.
if you want some guy to just play one record after the other, I don't even think it's DJing anymore, yo. Honestly.
Yeah.
Um, Listen, contact info is very easy. teamismdjs.com. Just go there, go there, go there. And you can find out whatever you need to know because even there, we got good music.
Go on Mixlr.
You know what I mean? That part. Well, that's what Team ISM Radio is for. So we'll talk a little bit about that. Hey, man, since you brought up the MixLR, let me talk about that real quick.
Okay.
So a lot of people have been asking me, what is Team ISM Radio? And I'm just gonna make it very brief and very straight to the point.
Or the website.
It's on the website. We are comprised of different apps and platforms but everybody has their own show. Everybody does their own thing while branding the brand, if you will.
They play different genres.
We all play different things, so you never know what you're gonna get. And like I always tell, if you really tap in with me and him, like I always tell you on our show, you never know what you're gonna get because we don't never know what we're gonna
Yeah,
play.
1 minute we can be playing some Doja Cat. The next minute
Kiss me more.
you could be playing some Duran Duran. Notorious.
Yo, I'm about to take this guy and I'm about to go put his head in some water, yo. So because he just giving out
Yeah,
all the deets, my
yeah.
dude. Nah, it's all good, man. Hey, listen, man, we about to get up out of here. Do what you got to do to go stream the No Filter podcast
Be on the lookout for our next.
episode. Nate Dogg and Snoop Dogg said that. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Okay, because you taking too long.
And the information for family and friends living healthy is rstrickland96 at yahoo.com.
That's
That's
R Strickland
uh-huh.
96 at yahoo.com. Hold on, I got you, bro. That's RSTRICKLAND 96
at
at yahoo.com.
dot com.
Okay?
Okay.
And it'll be in writing as well. And like I said, man, you can find me Instagram hashtag DJ Castratus, or you go to teamismdjs.com and look for my profile on there. Otherwise than that, my famous line on this podcast: be kind to one another, respect one another, love one another. Like my man said, be open to different music. And like the famous line always says, don't get on my last nerves.
Yeah.
On that
We
note,
like to rate and always continue to strive and have a positive impact on others and those around you within the community.
he said that. Now, what I was going to say was don't get on my last nerves. On that note, we out of here. Holla at you later. Peace.